Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking at the Christmas Eve palette. I recently uploaded 3 looks on the Merry Christmas palette, which is this red packaging here. Really beautiful color story. If you haven't checked that out, make sure and do that. I know that a lot of you have told me in the comments that you're getting your palette soon, so that's why I wanted to create this video to give you some look inspo. Currently the collection sold out and then the pre-order sold out, but today is just all about look inspo. So if you're into that, I'm going to provide some swatches along with some information on Black Friday because that's coming up and it's going to be huge with Oden's Eye. Then stick around. Thanks so much for clicking on my video, guys. My name is Yadi. If you're new here, welcome. I like to talk about all makeup, indie makeup, luxury makeup, drugstore makeup, and we just like to have a good time. If you like this video, make sure and subscribe. We have a lot of fun here. We have a pretty busy December coming as well, so I'd love to have you join our family here. And if you're not new, welcome. This, you guys, as you know, is my very first time trying Oden's Eye, and I've just been so impressed, so excited. I did upload a video earlier on the Merry Christmas palette. Really beautiful palette. I did not find a single dud in this palette. This palette equally is gorgeous. There is one shade here that's concerning a little bit, but we'll talk about that in the first look. This is just incredible. I am loving what I'm seeing. I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be very hard to resist Oden's Eye the next time that they come out with a new collection because they are this good. So here are the swatches. They look absolutely incredible. You've got different formulas of shimmer. Some are opaque, some are chunky, some are creamy, some are very light topper shades. The palette retailed for $43.90 and I did buy both in the collection, and it's just overall such an amazing palette. I feel that between Merry Christmas and the Christmas Eve palette, you kind of have 2 palettes, you guys, for the entire year. And I talk about that in the previous video, how you could put together like light springy looks, summery looks. I mean, these tones, the undertones of these shades are just so beautiful. Now, very quickly, I did want to say that although this collection is sold out, I just received an email last night from Oden's Eye for Black Friday, which all of these brands are just starting everything so early, but this one's a true Black Friday sale. It starts on the 25th, I believe, but I'm going to leave the information down below. And last year, the site-wide sale was 40% off, which is still deeply discounted and a really great price, especially if this is the formula we're getting. But the email this year says 50% off on most collections. Obviously, this collection sold out, like I said, but there's like the Angelica Nyquist palette. There's a lot of other collections that were really popular throughout the year. Blushes, all that stuff, highlighters on sale, 50% off. I did hear, you guys, I'm not completely sure, but I did hear that the content creator codes even work with that. So if they do, you can save an additional 10% off. Don't quote me on it, but that's what I heard. So 50% off site-wide. Another 10% if you use a creator's code. The code that I have right now is code Lauren. For Lauren May Beauty, she loves Oden's Eye, and so I know about her code. So I'll leave everything down below. Just wanted to give you an FYI if you're shopping Black Friday, or if you've wanted to try Oden's Eye and just haven't, like I hadn't, this might be a really good time to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the first look. And this will be, I think, the second look that you'll see. So definitely stick around to see how I created this, but absolutely gorgeous. So, so gorgeous.
You're my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do.
Okay, so I have to run. It's almost 6 a.m. and I got a meeting, so I gotta go. But I quickly wanted to say that the look is pretty. It's nothing crazy that I can't get with another palette. But of course, you know, in trying Oden's formula for the first time, I like it. I really like it. Except, and by this point I've already reviewed the Merry Christmas palette, so what I will tell you is that this shade here, the yellow one, the first one that I went in with, Limab Tart, it is so dry, you guys. I have never I don't think I've ever used a shadow that made my eyelids look so dry, so textured. I don't know, I was kind of shocked when I was using it. Like I kept going over it because I was like, wait, is this me? Is it that the shadow is really pastel-y or, you know, looking ashy? And it is so drying, and it made my lids look super, super old and crepey. And I do have textured lids, I've always said that, but not in this way. It just looked horrible. So then when I went in with the second shade that you saw me go in with, which is Softly Here, this is also another matte, and I had to kind of go over the yellow just to kind of help it, which it did help the shadow a little bit, but I just want to make sure that I'm honest. I am loving the brand overall, and I haven't had a single dud in either palette until now. And right now, I haven't swatched this palette. You've already seen swatches, but I have not swatched it, so I didn't know what to expect with the yellow. I was expecting it to be as good as the other mattes, but that's what I will say there. On the lower lash line, I went in with this gray Ice Crystal, and then I topped the outside with Just Now, the green one. Really beautiful shades. That gray is actually really pigmented, and it pays off really well on the skin, but I have it on my lower lash line, so I definitely want to use it in the next look on my lids because it's really beautiful, a really beautiful gray. Overall, I still love the look. Again, I don't think that it's anything special that I can't get with like my Gemini palette, for instance. This gold here, the Feeling Time, it's not anything special, you know, it is just a gold shimmer. That being said, it's a really, really good gold shimmer. Look at how foiled that is. It looks gorgeous. I do like it though. I think everything's good except for that yellow. That yellow is so bad. You know, 2 palettes, 1 dud so far. Come on, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. So anyway, I'll go to the next look. Okay, look number 2. I really want to use this mauve purple tone here called Nowhere. Maybe some of the purple shimmers. So I will start with this matte here. Take it in my crease. There's a couple mattes like this that I've seen that are just so soft in the palette, which is good because even though it's a colorful palette, you can create really pretty subtle looks. I mean, it's got some pigment there, as you can tell, but I like that you have some soft shades for every day. And that's what I was just mentioning to a friend of mine. I was showing her some of the looks, and what I like about it is it really is a palette, or palettes, the Merry Christmas and the Christmas Eve, that you can use all year long. Create some really beautiful looks, whether it be for spring, for summer, for fall. It's really got it all, you guys. Okay, between the Christmas Eve and the Merry Christmas videos, we haven't done a halo eye yet. I've been trying not to do so many of those because that's my go-to, but we're going to do a halo eye, and I'm going to go with the shade Christmas Eve, this really beautiful royal blue. Wow. I mean, just one tap, look at that. I'm tapping the pan so lightly, and I'm tapping my eyelids so lightly, but you get immediate payoff. That's such a pretty deep, dark, true blue also. To diffuse that just a little bit, I'm going to go into the shade Ice Crystal, this gray. It looks almost white, but it is the most beautiful soft gray. I love it. And even though it's a soft gray, it's very pigmented. You get a lot of color payoff when you use it, making it the perfect shade to diffuse everything at the top. Okay, so the gray kind of took that first mauve purple shade that we laid down away. I can still see it poking through there, so I'm just going to take my finger into the shade Nowhere, the purple color, and just make sure that it's there, because I feel like the shimmer over that mauve soft purple color will look really pretty. So I'm just going to use my finger there just to, there we go. That looks great. Okay, so I really, really like it. Look at that blue. It is the perfect winter blue in my opinion. I think it looks really good. So now let's think about the middle shimmer that will make the whole halo eye pop. I really like this one, the shade Gorgeous. It looks purple to you, but I'll swatch it so that you can see what I see. And then the shade Wonderful, like a soft lilac color there. So let me swatch both. This is the shade Wonderful, that soft lilac purple. So very, very pretty, very soft. Now the shade Gorgeous, I mean, do you see my finger? It looked purple to you, but this shade has so many different colors in it. It is just incredible. Oh. And it swatches like silk. There's so many colors in that shimmer. It is just so beautiful. But I did use that one in my Instagram live. So maybe I can just insert a look. I don't know. We'll see. And then I have this one that I haven't used yet. Blue Ice. This nice blue, light blue, baby blue shimmer, which is also incredible. That's what it looks like there. What to do, what to do. Even though I really want to use the shade Wonderful or Gorgeous, I'm sorry, because it's just so different and unique in my collection. I think, yeah, this is the shade Gorgeous. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this soft lilac color here, the first one that I swatched, and then I might top it with a little bit of this gold one, which is Snow Light. So let me try that. I'll just take it on my finger. And I was sitting here for quite a while, you guys, just looking to see if I had fallout. I mean, I'm using a very pigmented shade and no fallout at all from this blue, which is crazy. Wow, this one looks wet on the lid. Do you see that? Doesn't have a lot of opacity. It's got somewhat of a clear base, but man, it's pretty. That is pretty. I kind of want to leave it there. I'm going to do the gold shimmer on the bottom. I love this. I'll be right back. I'm going to go with the dark blue shade Christmas Eve to work on my lower lash line. It's so pigmented, so I'm just barely touching my skin with it. Yep, that was enough for both under eyes. I do want to diffuse it a little bit, so I'm going to go into that Nowhere shade, the soft mauve shade, and just use that to blow it out a little bit. That looks good. Then I want to do a little bit of shimmer on the lower lash line. I want to go in with this shimmer. Well, I was thinking of the gold shimmer, the Snow Light, but I think I'm actually going to go in with this one with Blue Star. Why not? So I'm using my Unearthly Cosmetics brush. I'm going to spray this just a little bit so that the shimmer stays where it's supposed to. Wow, that is intense and it's beautiful. Let me go in with a little more of the purple to blow it out slightly, because wetting the brush, it formed like a very harsh line. Looks gorgeous. I just wanted a little more blown out. That looks so nice. I love it. And you guys, literally no fallout. I don't understand. Like nothing at all. Not with the blue, with the shimmer, nothing. I love it. Let me finish it up to show you the final look. And here is the second look. You guys, I know it's so extra and I had to do the lashes. My husband's like, why are you doing lashes? I'm like, because of this look. But it is incredible. I mean, it is so pretty. Look at that. I paired it with a really soft lip, which it's the Maybelline Vinyl Ink in the shade Peachy, 15 Peachy. This is not one of the new shades, but if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure and do that, because I will be swatching all 10 new shades in the next week or so. But yeah, look at this. It is absolutely incredible. So, so good, you guys. This is so beautiful. Okay, so thoughts on this second look. I mean, I thought everything performed really well. I think, you know, I went in with the soft Nowhere shade, the mauve shade, and then the blue. And then when I wanted to diffuse everything, I used the gray. But the power of that gray, you guys, it is very, very soft of a color, but it's very strong, a lot of payoff. And so it kind of got rid of the mauve shade. So that's why I tapped it in the middle there. because it really is a pretty shade. So keep that in mind. The shimmers, I mean, even the one that I used, which is the shade Wonderful here, it's like a very light shade, not very opaque. But that being said, look at the center of this lid. It is just gorgeous. It's perfection. I still can't get over how I'm using these very deep dark mattes and there's no fallout. There's no fallout of the shimmer either that I've experienced. And then on the lower lash line, I used this shimmer here, which is Blue Star, and it is so pretty. It's got kind of that blue purple base that we've seen. I think we've seen one of these like from Davina. In general, just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love this one so much. Okay guys, and here is the third and final look. This is like the one that I created on Instagram the first time that I used the palette, but I loved it so much that I thought it was a good look for today. I also wanted to tell you that I'm trying the RMS blush for the first time. Oh, it's so good. I got the shade French Rosé, so this like really pretty neutral everyday pink. And originally I thought that it would be too glowy or shimmery, but it's totally not, you guys. If you have oily skin like me and thought that this wouldn't work for you, it absolutely will. It looks just like skin. It is absolutely gorgeous. It does not add any texture like some highlighters can. But just wanted to like let you know because it's so beautiful. It's so natural. I need more shades. Anyway, so yeah, this is the third look and I am obsessed. Okay, so brought you out so you could kind of get a sense of the whole look. But I really love this palette, you guys. I mean, just like the other one, I feel like there was no duds in this collection. And it being my first experience with Oden's Eye, I can tell you that I'm looking out for them. The next time that a collection comes out, I think I'm, depending on the shades, because I am trying to be a little more mindful of my purchases, but I am definitely going to be so in if I like the color story because everything was so pretty. One thing that I wanted to point out is I've kind of got like a grungy green look going, and I started with this one with Softly, which looks a little deeper or darker than this green one just now. But you know, you saw me go in with that one first, and then I went in with this one, and that second green, it really held its own. Like it really, really deepened it. You could build it up, and it looked separate but perfectly blended with the first grungy green. So I mean, these shadows work so nicely, you guys. Happy that I have this collection. I really wish they would bring it back for at least one more pre-order. It's so good. It's not even Christmas yet. They could totally do that. Unless, you know, if they have a problem with the supply chain and all of that, which I know is a big deal right now in the beauty industry. Well, I guess in any industry, but it would just be so nice if they could bring it back one more time. I know that they would sell out again, but anyway, this is my first time trying Oden's Eye. This is now the third look with the Christmas Eve. I will definitely continue to use these palettes. They're so nice. And honestly, for me, like I feel like I can use them all year long. So anyway, did you get them? Let me know. From the 3 looks I did here and the 3 looks with the Merry Christmas palette, like which was your favorite? Let me know too. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so happy that I've tried Oden's Eye now. And don't forget to subscribe. We have a lot of fun videos coming up in the next few weeks and into Christmas. So I will see you guys later. Bye!